ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. So this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Henry again on second down. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Let's go. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert 3.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT and didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this, but I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Lawrence going to throw again. Robinson's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
First and goal from just inside the 5. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Man open, here's Jones. And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Right back to Shenault. This time he's got it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Lawrence will throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Robinson now off the option. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They go play action with Lawrence. Caught out left side by Robinson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Devon Hamilton drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw again is Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
I'm ready. Mike 29. You're not ready. You draw orphans. Get it.
Robinson now off the option. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And give him a gain of 37. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now Lawrence. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go, go, go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Jaguars 20, Titans 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. To return, here's Agnew. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. On 1st down, Lawrence. throw left side going to be caught by Shenault. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, Julio Jones, not really the first guy you think of when you're talking about yards after the catch, but he's still got plenty of guile with the ball in his hands. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Racey McMath. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's taken in by Ferkser.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Pull it good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Jaguars 28, Titans 21.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now a give right side. Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Connection made with Shenault.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tannehill on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Right. Check. 42 is the mark. Check. 42 is the mark. Here we go.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Randy Bullock on the field goal.
And Bullock will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is the team has been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Lawrence going to go out wide here for Jones. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right.
That's caught by McMath.
Gets past one man. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Racey McMath, the intended target.
And it'll bring up third down.
Here's Tannehill.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And